Good morning. This morning I only took a GIS. There's a couple of them I wanted. Somebody, I think actually I wanted to do GBT. I was actually scanning through the comments in AJ's room, and I think it was Adam. He pretty much brought up a new mod. Somebody just became a mod. Congrats to Adam, by the way.
House
Um,
committee votes to
he was
suspend
speaking
until
of an
Tuesday.
offering. So this is why I wanted to trade
on
GBT, but
NASDAQ
again,
and failed
I'm
to hear.
upstairs in and out with my son. The other one I had this morning on my list, that was also on AJ list was, well, it was on AJ list, but I wanted to trade it. Was Ava, AV. Another one that I couldn't get into because I'm actually upstairs, so I'm in and out. Um, had the alert triggered on this trend break for me to take it long, but again, another one I couldn't do. The only one I did take was GIS. I currently have a trailing stop on that one as well. I already locked some profits on this one. This video will probably be short because I am going back upstairs to my son. But basically was a trend break. I took this one live at 48.98 was my entry. And I'm pretty much just walking this up as long as this hold this trend. I'm looking for this 50.61. If we pop that 50.71, and then we can probably push towards you can look at that, what, probably 51 area on that one. Slow trade, a reason why I took it, not too worried about it. But again, I read the report on this one. Earning report, General Mills report fourth quarter May 2019 earnings of 83 cents per share, revenues on 4.2 billion. The estimate that they was expecting was 76 per share, so they kind of beat on the revenue part of it. I mean, the earnings per share. And then the revenue part of it was 4.2 billion. They pretty much mashed it 4.2 billion. So that's why I didn't really understand why was it a pull. Then I looked at what it was looking at forward. Expected earnings for 2020 is 3.32 to 3.38. The current estimates were 3.35. So they kind of gave it a little boost, not much. So that's the reason why I wanted to take this one long. I didn't understand why it was a sell-off unless they got a downgrade or anything, but I didn't see anything. I think revenue growth is kind of down, but for it to be killed off like that, it just didn't make sense to me. So that's why I waited for the trend break and wanted to play this one to the long side. And that was basically it. That's the only trade I'm in. I currently only have 100 shares left on this one. If it gets stopped out, I get stopped out on it. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for me. I just wanted to do a quick recap on what I wanted to trade, what I was looking at, and why I was trading them. This one here was that was the reason why I took that one. I felt as if it was down the most, and I could have pretty much got the most. So if you really want to look at it, what I'm showing you guys is, look at this. So I felt as if I had pretty much nice range to get at least a point or two from the bottom. So far, I'm doing pretty good. Other than that, guys, that's it for me. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I know I got a couple of people who do reach out on YouTube and sometimes emails and stuff. That's fine. Again, if I don't answer to you, just understand that I am with my son right now, taking care of him. So again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I am currently in GIS trying to bounce this one. I think once we pop this little range right here that you see forming, if we can get there, we pop it, we should be able to push towards this 51 is what I'll be looking on. Slow move up, but right now 50.61 is the one spot I am currently looking at for a spot to push high. That's basically it. Only trade I'm in. I'm not in anything else. Didn't take anything else. Those were the trades I was looking for. MU was another one, but MU just pretty much ripped out the gate. Didn't trade that one. Good earnings as well. That one just, but I didn't touch this one. So I think pretty much all the trades that I was looking at, as you can see, the trend break pre-market was when I wanted. Ding ding ding, bell rings. I was upstairs when all this was happening, came back down, and it just ran. I can't touch it. So right now, that I feel as if we can pop this top and push towards the 37.54 MU. Other than that, guys, it's pretty much all the trades I was looking for today. That's pretty much all I was looking for today. To me personally, I don't think there's a short in this until you can probably collapse this trend, and I'll show you guys a trend I would look for if I would, and I'll probably settle on it, see if you can short it. But their numbers were pretty good. One that I would try to short actually did break it now. So with that being said, if it pops it, it'll probably pull the risk. Too tight of a risk. I wouldn't even try it, because if this gets rejected here, then you can possibly pull. What I would typically look for on this one to take something short, tight stops will be 37.18, but this is too strong right now to even try it. And then if you do get a pull, it's not much of a pull. Your pull that you'll be looking at first spot will be 36.95. Not worth it with this. This is just too strong. Flag break, popping, still too strong. No need to try to catch the top on that. But I wouldn't. Their break. I think that would be more of a more respectable trend versus wait for it to show itself, break down, and the stops will be recent highs or where. But again, guys, it's basically it for me. GIS is the only one I am in, and I have alert set on that one. Not too panicked about it. So far so good on this one. Like I said, you pop that. I think we get more upside once you can pop those levels, push higher. It's looking good so far. 50.61. I would love to reclaim that area so we can probably push towards this little opening high. Be that 51.50, 15 level. Again, guys, that's basically it for me. AJ had pretty nice calls. They killed it. I think Janie had an awesome short on Nvidia as I was hearing him celebrating as I was listening on my phone. Janie killed the short on Nvidia. I think they played Zoom ZM. Let's see which one. I know they was playing ZM. Someone nailed that one off the bottom. In the room as well. That one looks nice off the bottom. See, was one I probably was looking at. Trend break, probably got the alert and didn't even pay it any attention because of what I that one looked awesome. Even 85. You're looking at 2 points pretty much just off that spot. Not bad. 85.42. What else did he? I think he swung ABBV overnight. Just doing a quick recap of what they did in the room, which was pretty nice. ABBV, he pretty much told everybody to swing it. I think he had a 66.11 spot yesterday. Woke up to this morning, so a nice little pop at open. He made a nice little profit off that one. That's still pushing as well. Pretty strong trend. Whoa. Oh yeah, they did do FedEx. I remember, I think Palmer traded FedEx off this bottom and bounced it. He caught it off this bottom. He bounced this one off the bottom, so good one off Palmer. I think AJ did a couple times. He traded BYND in the room. As you guys can see, this is all me trying to off my phone. I'm not looking at this right now. I think he bounced this one, BYND, in the room as well. What else did they trade? Said Nvidia, said FedEx, ABBV, AVAV, MU. They shorted AMD. The reason why they shorted AMD, MU was too strong. I think they shorted AMD because, as you guys know, AMD, Nvidia, even QCOM is another one I took long in my options. QCOM. I forgot the other ones, but it's a couple of them chip sectors that's running on the back of MU. typically what happens is if they run on the back of MU, you wait for the pop. They would typically come back down to fill some of the gap, and you can probably take those long. So I think AMD actually, I just got an alert triggered on AMD that's actually pushed now. So that would be one that you can probably look at. But it's not much range, I don't feel, but let me see. AMD is there, much room. This one is actually just starting to gear up. So if you did take it, you're looking at about 15 some cent risk, something like that. Yeah, about a 10-cent risk. Bounce this one. I'm pretty sure that people will probably be looking at VWAP on this. Pretty sure. So 16 cents for a 10-cent risk. And then you break that, you can probably push AMD. I think I pretty much nailed majority of the trades that's in his room off the top of my head. Phone is upstairs. You know what? I can pull it up on. So AJ list was, let's see if I know. MU, AMD, AVAV, Zoom, FedEx, Nvidia, BYND, Baba. I missed that one. TD, TTD, OLED. Those were the ones I missed out on. Pretty good being able to nail that off the top of my head. Other than that, guys, is basically all I traded today. Like I said, the only thing really is this GIS, which is still working. Looking at that one off to the side, that's still pushing. That's what I'm looking for. That one. So, and as you guys can see, I'm still getting what I'm looking for. Next spot, like I said, once we pop this level, I'll push this right around. Well, let's be safer. Let's go 50, 88, 50. I'm sorry, 50. Yeah, about get exact numbers because it's 50, 90. Then from 50, 90, you can probably push to 5103 and 5117, and then try to keep it. But again, their numbers wasn't bad. I just think the guidance was just a little lower than expected, but still, I still think that this shouldn't have been sold off the way it's been sold off. So that's why I was a buyer of these lows, and so far so good. And I'm just trying to push this right back up on it. Again, guys, it's basically it for me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, reach out. Twitter, Instagram. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to the channel. Give it a like, give it a share, whichever you feel. But other than that, guys, that's it for me. Pretty much it. I'm heading upstairs, so I will be shutting this out. Goal is to stay green. Take care, guys.